Hi, my name's Alastair. I'm the entrepreneur in residence at NWRC Regional College, and I'm here today to talk to you about how you can come up with a good business idea. So first of all, I want you to think about the subject that you're learning to study at NWRC Regional College. And I want you to think about the different customers that industry represents. So let's think of hospitality as the example. Okay, so thinking of hospitality, and you're studying hospitality as the example, then the first thing I want you to think about is the customer segments, the type of people that business or that subject represents. So thinking of hospitality, that could be accommodation, it could be food and beverages, it could be leisure and tourism. I want you to think about that as a customer segment, and I want you to write down as many customer segments as you can think of for the hospitality sector. And this can be done for any subject that's being studied at NWRC Regional College, so it doesn't have to be hospitality. Now you've written down all of your customer segments, and now what I want you to do is think and choose one of those customer segments. So let's, for example, say that we're going to choose food and beverages. And I want you to then break that down into the type of customers that sector or the food and beverage sector represents. Is that the person drinking the drink, or the person that's making the drink, or the suppliers that supply into that drink? So write down as many different types of customers that represent that customer segment. And again, this can be done for any subject that's being studied at NWRC Regional College. So you've written down all the different types of customers that customer segment represents. And now what I want you to do for each of those different customer types, I want you to write down as many problems that you can think of that represent or are part of that sector. So the problems that industry faces. So you've written down all of the problems that you think exist within that sector. Thinking of food and beverages as the example, but it can be done for any subject that's being studied at the college. And then now what I want you to do is get really creative and think of as many solutions that you can think of that would be able to help solve those problems. So thinking really creatively at this point about what your idea could be. And this is where you come up with the business idea. So you've identified problems that exist within the customer sector, and now you're going to come up with solutions. So I want you to be as creative as possible and think of as many solutions as you can think of which would help solve a problem within that industry. And finally, now I want you to do is to just basically break down and choose one of the best examples of a solution that you've come up with, and think of that as your business idea. So if your idea is to help the food and beverage industry by making sure that empty restaurants have people coming in and taking advantage of special deals and discounts, maybe that's your business idea. Or maybe you've come up with a new drink product which is going to help people that want to have a drink which is low sugar and represents the wellness industry. Whatever your solution is, that's the thing I want you to take forward as your business idea. And that's come from representing the customer segments, then looking at the different types of customers that represent that customer segment, then looking at the problems that exist within that industry and thinking about what are the things that are a big problem, and then you come up with your solution. And you can do that by developing 10, 15 different solutions and then choosing the one that you think is the best. And that's how you come up with a business idea, and you can do that literally within half an hour. Good luck.